I'm going to guide us through a quick tapping sequence that can help release some of the negative emotions associated with feeling like we have to do kind of pointless or irrelevant busy work. And this can happen in many areas of our lives, not just in the workplace. So what I'd like you to do, since most of us do have many of this kind of task in our lives, just choose one to focus on right now. And as you think about that one task, just tune into your body and notice what you feel. You might feel almost like a sensation of choking in your throat, or maybe like someone's pushing down on your shoulders. Just see what's there for you, and then we'll start tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I have this pointless work that I have to do, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though I've got this pointless work to do, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though I've got this pointless work that I have to do, I'm open to loving and accepting myself anyways. Alright, and tap on the top of the head. I've got this pointless busy work that I have to do. And tap on the eyebrow. I've got this pointless work to do. Tap on the side of the eye. I've just got this pointless work to do. Tap under the eye. Have this pointless work that I've got to do, and feeling kind of angry about having to do it. Tap under the nose and just check in if that feels true to you at all. And tap under the lips. I just feel really angry about having to do this pointless work. Tap on the collarbone. Feeling really angry about having to do this pointless work. And tap under the arm. I'm like absolutely furious actually about having to do this pointless work. Tap on the top of the head. I'm really furious and resentful about having to do this pointless work. Tap on the eyebrow. I'm just so furious about having to do this pointless work. Tap on the side of the eye. It's just so pointless. Tap under the eye. This work is just so pointless. And tap under the nose and just think about why it feels pointless to you. And this can really depend on the exact scenario that you're finding yourself in. Tap under the lips. It might be that it feels pointless because it's kind of redundant. You've already done some of the work and for some reason you have to redo it. Tap on the collarbone. Or it might be that it's supposed to be someone else's job, so it feels pointless for you to be doing it. Tap underneath the arm. Or it might be some work that you just see as totally useless and, no one should ever have to do it, ever. And tap on the top of the head. This work is just so pointless. Tap on the eyebrow. This work is just so pointless. Tap on the side of the eye. This work is so pointless, and I feel kind of insulted that I'm being asked to do this or have to do it. Tap under the eye and just check in if that feels true for you at all. And tap under the nose. This work is pointless, and I'm so insulted that I have to do it. Tap under the lips. I'm just so insulted about having to do this pointless work. Tap on the collarbone. This work is so pointless, and I'm insulted about having to do it, and I feel kind of powerless about that too. Tap under the arm. I feel kind of powerless about this, like no one cares about me and the fact that I have to do this pointless work. Tap on the top of the head. I have to do this pointless work, and I'm pretty insulted about that, and I'm feeling really powerless too. Tap on the eyebrow. Like no one cares that I have to do this pointless work. Tap on the side of the eye. Just feels like no one cares that I have to do this completely pointless work. Tap under the eye. And I'm feeling kind of insulted about having to do this pointless work. Tap under the nose. And maybe a little bit hurt as well, and kind of overlooked. Tap under the lips and just check in if that feels true for you at all. And tap on the collarbone. I feel kind of hurt and overlooked about having to do this pointless work. And tap under the arm. I feel hurt and overlooked, and like I don't matter at all, maybe. And tap on the top of the head. I feel just hurt and overlooked and like I don't matter at all. And tap on the eyebrow. feeling hurt and overlooked and like I just don't matter. Tap on the side of the eye. Feel hurt and overlooked and like I don't matter. Tap under the eye. That's why I'm being asked to do this pointless work, right? Tap under the nose. And I'm kind of insulted and I feel hurt and overlooked and like I just don't matter. Tap under the lips. Feel hurt and overlooked and like I just don't matter. And I hate doing this pointless work. Tap on the collarbone. It's just so stupid. Tap under the arm. This work is so stupid. And tap on the top of the head. This pointless work is just so stupid. Tap on the eyebrow. This pointless work is just so stupid to have to do. And tap on the side of the eye. This work is just so stupid, and I'm really confused as to why I even have to do it. Tap under the eye. I'm confused as to why I would have to do this pointless work. Tap under the nose. This work is so stupid. I'm really confused why I would have to do it. And tap under the lips. This work is just so stupid. I'm really confused as to why I would have to do it. And tap on the collarbone. This work is just so stupid. I feel really confused why anyone would make me do this, and I feel pretty helpless to do anything about it. Tap under the arm and just check in if that feels true for you at all. And tap on the top of the head. I just feel pretty helpless to do anything about it and make any changes in my situation. Tap on the eyebrow. I'm confused as to why I would have to do this pointless work, and I feel helpless to do anything about that. Tap on the side of the eye. Just feel helpless to do anything about this. And tap under the eye. You know, what if I could do something about having to do this pointless work? And tap under the nose and just try to imagine a scenario where you take some power back and kind of do something about having to do all this pointless work. Tap under the lips. And that imagined scenario will depend, you know, it'll vary depending on what your exact situation is and what the work is. Tap on the collarbone. It could be that it involves finding out the purpose of the work and learning a little more information so that it doesn't feel so pointless. Tap under the arm. Or it might be that you have to talk to someone and tell them why it feels pointless to you, and maybe they'll be able to have a dialogue with you and make some changes to the procedures. Tap on the top of the head. Or that maybe by telling someone that this work is pointless, maybe it no longer needs to occur anymore or be done, or maybe processes can improve in some way. And tap on the eyebrow. Whatever you think might need to happen to improve the situation, just kind of imagine a scenario where you take some action to make that happen. Tap on the side of the eye. Even if it's just refusing to have anything to do with whatever's forcing you to do that pointless work anymore. And tap under the eye. Just imagine the scenario of changing your existence from having to do this pointless task. And tap under the nose. You know, I'd kind of like to do something about having to do this pointless work and change that, but I feel like, why bother? Because that'll never work. And tap under the lips and just check in if that feels true for you at all. And then tap on the collarbone. I just feel like, why bother? It'll never work. And tap under the arm. I'd like to change my scenario from having to do this pointless busy work, for sure. And tap on the top of the head. But why bother trying? Because it'll never work. And tap on the eyebrow. It'll never work. Tap on the side of the eye. It's totally hopeless. Tap under the eye. It's completely hopeless. It'll never work. And tap under the nose. It's totally hopeless. I'm just doomed to keep doing this pointless busy work for the rest of my life. And tap under the lips. And you know, I'll be doing this until I die, basically, this pointless busy work. And tap on the collarbone. And even to be allowed to die, I'll probably have to do some pointless busy work just to be allowed to die. And tap under the arm. And then at my funeral, there will be pointless busy work that I'll be doing from the other side. And people will say about me, man, even in death, she's having to do a lot of pointless busy work. And tap on the top of the head. And it just seems hopeless that I would ever not have to do this pointless busy work. And tap on the eyebrow. I mean, I'd like to try and change things, but it'll never work. Tap on the side of the eye, and it's totally hopeless. And tap underneath the eye. It's totally hopeless. Tap under the nose. There's nothing I can do about it. And tap under the lips. You know, I'd like to be open to the idea that maybe I could do something about it so that I won't have to still be doing it after I die. Tap on the collarbone. That's a nice idea, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Tap under the arm. I mean, I'd like to be open to that possibility. Tap on the top of the head, but I don't think I can. Tap on the eyebrow. Or maybe I can. Tap on the side of the eye. Maybe things can change. Maybe I won't have to do this after death even. Tap under the eye. No, it's impossible. Things can't change. I can't do anything about it. Tap under the nose. Or maybe I can. Tap under the lips. No, I can't. Tap on the collarbone. Or maybe I can. Tap under the arm. And whether I can or whether I can't, either way I'd like to be okay and just accept myself as I am. Alright, and take a nice deep breath in. Now let's just check back in on that original busy work, pointless work task that you were thinking of. And as you think of it, just feel into your body and notice what's there for you now. You probably have felt some big shifts with that tapping sequence. You may have also noticed as we were tapping, you might have tuned into some specific memories or maybe some perceived reactions that could happen in the future if you did try to change your scenario. So those can be really great things to work on with the tell the story technique for a little more focused approach to clear all those trapped emotions really thoroughly. And then once you're able to let go of those emotions that keep us playing out these imaginary scenarios in our head with kind of a hopeless outcome, then it really opens up a lot more possibilities because you start to see like, oh, I could do this, this, or this, and you don't feel doomed automatically before you even try. That's always a great thing.